Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing and just giving you a little bit more information about the Meross Smart Wi-Fi LED strip. This one specifically is HomeKit compatible, and that's the reason I went for it. It is compatible with Google, Alexa, and we'll have to see if it comes with Matter support in the future. But as it stands, this was a very comprehensive LED strip for what I was looking for, in the sense that, again, it worked with Apple HomeKit, but on top of that, it had multiple zones. It seems like it's got fairly good color accuracy, and the length and price was really appealing to me. So it's two 5-meter strips, or in feet, it's 32 feet. And for me, what was so great about this is that coming in at $45 or around 1,200 Rand, for all the features that it had and being HomeKit compatible, it was quite cost effective. Now there are a lot of options on the market, and this is growing even quicker. Cara is just coming out with a new one that they've just announced at CES, and there's a couple of new ones coming with guaranteed Matter support. So if you are looking for something with Matter support, there is no official support for it yet, but that could change at any moment. Let's jump into it. I'm going to unbox it and then just show you a little bit about what you get and answer a couple of questions specifically with regards to joining the cables. So in the box you get basically your two LED reels. You get your power adapter. So this, depending on where you are in the world, this is a 2-prong adapter for us. And then it comes with the little Wi-Fi box where you connect the two strips into. Now the fact that this LED is a Wi-Fi enabled and not Bluetooth enabled is going to give you a lot more responsiveness. So you do see delays on some of the Bluetooth enabled LED things, which is fine, and I think most people can live with it, but it is just nice from a stability point of view and from a responsive point of view to have that Wi-Fi capability. And then I just think a really nice just addition in the box. This wasn't necessary, but I think most people will use these, especially if you intend to move it. But basically what it is it's a little clip, and these clips you can basically stick with a 3M tape and have them at intervals, which is going to make it easier to unclip the light if you need to and remove these, rather than using the 3M tape on the back of the strips, which I'll show you shortly. The other nice thing that they provide you is these crocodile clips. Now, this enables you to cut the strip and join it where you like. A couple of people have been having issues with joining the two 5-meter strips to make one 10-meter strip, and that is my intention. And it seems like the issue that's happening is that on the edge, if you're not cutting it really perfectly and getting the 4 pins that you can see in your crocodile clip to attach on the strip perfectly, you're not going to get a good connection and it's not going to work. It can be intermittent. One portion of the strip won't work. So if you are going to do this, I would suggest taking a huge amount of care to cut that strip perfectly straight and make sure those 4 points of contact are exposed evenly. That should give you the ability to connect these to make from your one 5-meter strip into one 10-meter length. Just to show you here, there you get your Apple HomeKit connector, and this is sort of the box that's going to go into power and connect to two ends of your strips. And there you have it. This is the LED strip that you're basically getting. It comes in these two reels. It isn't advised to turn it on while it is on the reel, as you can damage the strip if you leave it on for extended periods of time with heat and so on. So I'm not going to do that now, but I think for all intents and purposes, from the tests that I've seen and from comparing it to the other ones, it is a real high quality strip. I've got standard non-HomeKit ones that I've used a HomeKit enabled plug to power, and that's worked fine. And it is something to consider if you are only looking for it to be ambient lighting or one color. A cheaper option would be to just buy a HomeKit plug, or you may have already lying around, and attach it to whatever length LED strip that you would like. That way, when it powers on, it gives you the standard maybe the white light or whatever case. But if you do want variable lighting, enable colors with different automations, those sorts of things, you're going to need basically a kit that supports that. And that's what this Meross kit does. So again, just lastly, from a HomeKit support point of view, you don't have to have an Apple device. You can use the Meross app, and that's going to enable you to do voice control, smart schedules, different moods, and those sorts of things. So if you want to use those, you can. With the HomeKit app, however, you're going to be limited to some of that functionality, changing the colors and so on, but it's not going to give you some of the other, let's say, smart schedule stuff built in with the Meross app. You're going to need to do that in your home automations and those sorts of things. And I think with Matter support, these will be able to probably take advantage of a couple more things in the future. Hopefully that comes to this light strip. And there we have it. That is basically the Meross light strips in short. I'm going to test them, I'm going to set them up, and I'm actually going to be using it along the edge of the ceiling just to give a mood lighting down, and just if I want to have the lights on sort of dim, but I just want that surround light, that's what I'm going to be using these for. So I'm excited to get going, install them, and hopefully I can show you how they look and how they function. All right, I've marked the exact spot here that I want to be cutting. So you'll see there with the strip, it gives you the exact where you can cut. Yeah, you've just got to be so careful to cut these neatly. You're going to want to get a good pair of scissors, and then like I said, this is the crocodile clip that we'll be using. Once you put this in place, it's very difficult to take off. So yeah, I would just suggest you do this very carefully. Make sure that you've measured it out nicely, and this is definitely the point at which you're going to cut. The reason I'm doing this is because I need a slightly longer length on the other strip, so I'll be connecting this to the other strip, testing. So you want to get yourself a decent pair of scissors and make sure that this is lined up perfectly. You only get one go at this, and there we have it. So you can see there, oh, not a bad job, not amazing, but you've got the 4 points of contact on each side. That's the main thing, and that's what's going to basically be connecting in. What I will say is, if you are unsure when you're going for this, the portion that you're going to connect in, so that's going to be this side, the portion that's being cut off, make sure you leave more contact on that side, because that's basically going to be the part that's going to be connecting into the crocodile clip. So when you do this, make sure that you leave more on the side that's got that's got the contacts on with connecting to the crocodile. All right, what I'm going to be showing you now is how to connect with the crocodile strip. So what I mentioned was that you can see here that the end of this strip, right at the end, that people often try to connect onto, how short those contacts are. Whereas what we have here on the one that we've cut, you can see how much longer those contacts are. Now when you use the crocodile clip, essentially you're going to be connecting those on each point of contact. So what I would suggest before connecting to this is actually just cutting off that last little portion there, just to give you enough space to connect, because that's going to give you the ability to have a much more reliable connection. Yeah, I think it's a little bit to spare, given the fact that you're going to get the connection you need. There's going to be nothing more frustrating than getting this up there or connecting it up and then realizing it's not actually working reliably. So once again, I'm just going to cut it there on that line, make sure it's lined up, and leave a little bit more on the side that I'm going to be connecting. Just cut it like that. Boom. Easy peasy. And now I've got a much better place to connect these two using the crocodile. There we go. So now I'm going to connect these up. Let's see how it goes. When you peel back the stickiness, you'll see the points there of where these strips start. So that's basically where the crocodile is going to connect into. So here we go. Using the hippo clip, we're just going to pop this in. So I'm going to just start, again, pull back the tape, and then we just need to make sure that it gets in, and that, you know, obviously if you cut on the line, there shouldn't be a LED nearby. I'm just going to push this right the way in. There we go. And you hear the click on each side, and same on this portion. Open it nice and wide. Make sure you get it right the way in. And there we go. Just like that, you've extended it. So we've got our extended portion that we've cut off from the other 5 meter, and it's attached to this one. All right, both of these are clipped in nicely. So the moment of truth is when we power this up. And there you have it, sorted, easy like that. So again, the tip why a lot of people are having problems is just because at the end of the strip, there's very little contact left. So I would suggest just taking off this end, and you shouldn't have any issues. So let me get started. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to add this to Apple HomeKit, and let's see how it looks. All right, so there we have it. The LEDs installed around the roof. You can see where I've got the box there, and they loop really nice round. I'm going to do a neater job of the little box in the corner, and yeah, obviously neaten up. See here, you can choose the different colors. If I change it to red, you can see how it looks there. It is a little bit of a pinky red. If I change it to blue, possibly the best so far that I've seen from a color that they represent. We've also got obviously the different shades, but that's still quite a blue color, and then obviously for a warmer color, which is what I'll probably have it on a lot of the time. And so in the end, I would say that the color accuracy is not fantastic, but the brightness isn't bad, and yeah, overall I'm really happy how it turned out. And I'm really happy that it integrates with the HomeKit. It did take me quite a few attempts to get it through. Some people are successful first try. It was just the Wi-Fi is not great in my study, so do be aware that the Wi-Fi needs to be fairly strong in order for you to connect it. But once I disconnected it, added it first to the Meross app, and then added it to HomeKit after that, it worked flawlessly. So very happy, and also very happy how responsive it is. It really works almost instantly. Awesome. Thanks for checking out this video. And again, as always, thanks to the sponsor Flex for this. They make this possible, and yeah, please give them a look. It's a fantastic learning management system that I think most businesses can benefit from.